first time that we're doing a webinar for the Benelux market on our behalf for Sonesta St Maarten Resorts. And we're really grateful to have Lolita join us today from the Netherlands Tourist Board as well. So that's really great. You get to learn about the destination and the 2 hotels that I represent in St Maarten as well. So just a reminder, if any questions come up while either of us are speaking, please put them in the Q&A box, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to hand over to Lolita, who is going to introduce you to St Maarten.
So thank you so much for the introduction. My name is Lolita and I'm working for Hopscotch Tourism, and today I represent Sint Maarten Tourism Bureau because we are representing them in the Benelux market. And we will first focus on some general information and we will share all the experiences on the island. Let's share my screen. Let's check. Is it, do you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Is there a green box in the middle or is it there?
Some of the words were a little bit cropped on the left.
Is it better now?
I don't see it
No,
now.
it's a black screen now with a black line.
Okay, sorry. Let me do it.
It was
again.
good how you had it when we did the test run. That was perfect.
Okay. Better now?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
Okay, so for today we'll start with some general information. The island is very small. It's the smallest piece of land in the world that is shared by 2 nations. So on the one hand, you have the French side, it's called Sint Maarten, and on the other hand, you have the Dutch side, it's called Sint Maarten. So Sint Maarten, there are no border checks, so you can walk from the one side to the other side without any problem. So you see on the picture the border as well. The island, oh, I think it stops. Sorry. The island has a warm weather all year with temperatures between 27 and 30 degrees. There are around 150 nationalities on the island, so it's very an international island as well. People speak Dutch, English, French, and Spanish. On the Dutch side, they use the US dollar and also the Caribbean guilder, which is a new currency introduced just a few weeks ago. And on the French side, they use the euro. So there's also a difference in electricity. On the Dutch side, you have the 110 volts, and on the French side, you have the 220 volts. The size is 95 square meters, and that's just a kind of bit bigger than the Dutch island Texel. Getting to Sint Maarten, there are direct flights to the island from Amsterdam to Sint Maarten. So they are flying 3 times a week on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. And from this month, they are starting additional flights as well on Wednesday and Saturday. And Air France is flying every day from Paris to Sint Maarten. So things to do on the islands. Sint Maarten is a perfect starting point for the island hopping, and it's also one of its unique selling points. And from here you can easily visit the beautiful nearby islands like Seba, Statia, Anguilla, Sint Bart, Sint Kitts, and Sint Neves. So you can travel to the island with a very short flight or with a ferry, and each offering its unique and own experience. So you can, by boat or by plane. For the ferry companies, there are several ferry companies for traveling to the islands. You have the Makana Ferry, Great Bay Express, GB Ferries. They are offering daily services to Anguilla, Aquamania, and they offer private charters as well to the islands. And then there's also an option to go by plane, and then you are flying with Winair. They are offering daily trips. Most of the time they are flying 3 times to the island a day. So it's also possible to have like an island experience for just 1 day. So you can fly on 7 a.m. in the morning and you can take the last flight back in the afternoon. Then there are also a very diverse activities on the island as well on Sint Maarten. So you have the steel pan lesson and the Johnny cake making class. Johnny cake is a very local dish. It's very popular. You can eat it as an extra addition to your meal during breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Then these Spaceless Gardens, Mr. Denisio is supplying a lot of local products, and he is delivering this to the supermarkets as well. The local farmer markets, this is at the yacht clubs, and they organize this every month to support the local farmers and the fishermen. And there are several products that are made on the island. So you have the Sint Maarten nectar and the Dijon perfume, but also the brand Sieben. They are making everything with mango, and there is a jewelry brand, One of Two. It's also made and created on the island as well. Then the guava berry tradition, it's a very special drink and made on the island. It's a type of rum liqueur, and it's very popular, especially with the local people. Most of the time people drink it at special occasions like Christmas, and it's often mixed with flavors like fruit, passion fruit, coconuts, banana, and more, and it gives a sweet and fruity taste to your drink. Then we have the mural art tour. It's a really nice experience, especially in Philipsburg. Both pictures are made in Philipsburg as well. And the tour gives you, it's a walking journey through the town where colorful murals shares the stories of the Sint Maarten culture, history, and the people. And the artworks are made by local and international artists, and they show everything from the island, from the traditions, but to the modern life as well. So it's a great way to see Philipsburg in a very colorful way. Then we have a lot of exciting experiences to experience the outdoor things in Sint Maarten. So we have the nature hikes, the tri-sport bike tours, the sunset horseback riding. It's a very great sunset ride on the beach as well, but also in the water, as you can see on the picture. There is like a ATV, like a quad tour, and the bird watching and eco-culture tours with sea grade tours. They are also giving some culinary tours, and they have specialized guides for it. So like a culinary guide, but also like eco guide. So if you would like to experience more about the island, then it's very nice to do this with a professional guide as well. So learn everything the island has to offer. Then for those who are looking for more adventure during their stay, we have the Rainforest Adventures. It's the world's steepest zip line in the world, and this is on the Dutch side. It's called the Flying Dutchman. It's very exciting to experience the island from above with a lovely view as well. And then on the French side, we have the Lottery Farm. That's also like, a zip line, a smaller one, but really nice as well. And there's a possibility to hike to the top as well. So really nice. For other activities, you can stop by the Sint Maarten National Heritage Museum at the Front Street or at the Aircraft Museum to see more about the colorful paintings. With the 37 beaches to choose from, Sint Maarten offers a lot of spots to relax and to enjoy the sea. So we have Maho Beach. It's a very exciting beach where you can spot you have the plane landing experience there. Then you have Mullet Bay Beach. It's perfect for swimming and relaxing. You have also Kalatua restaurant on the Mullet Bay Beach. It's really nice to go there. They offer like fresh fish, lobster. It's a really nice experience there. And you can also relax at the sea as well. Orient Bay Beach, it's a vibrant spot with restaurants and water activities. And then we have Kappekooi Beach. It's also a peaceful place for stunning cliffs and calm waters. So explore the waters around the island. There are, like 2 options here, but the one hand is the Pirates Gourmet Sailing. It's a really nice private experience. What they do is that they will go through the entire island, and they will serve some fresh lobster as well, but you also have the delicious gourmet dishes. And on the other hand, you have the Aquamania Adventures, where you can enjoy a variety of diverse tours. So you have also the sunset cruise with some music, drinks, and tasty bites. I did it last year as well, and it was really amazing with a lot of people. I think we were with like 60 people, and the atmosphere was amazing. So I can really recommend this one. The Johnny cakes, I told about this earlier, but this is a very local dish, and a perfect addition to your meals the entire day. For the nightlife, the Dutch side is very popular for this because they have casinos, bars, nightclubs, and adult entertainment as well. But on the French side, they don't have any nightlife. So people from the French side are coming to the Dutch side to enjoy this nightlife. Then for this year, we have several events coming up. The first one in November is the Sint Maarten Cultural Parade. And for next year, we have the Heineken Regatta. It's from March 5th until 8th. The SXM Festival, it's in March. It's a very big music festival on both sides of the island. Then we have the Sint Maarten Carnival. Next year, they exist 55 years, so it will be really nice. It's from April to May. And then we have the Sint Maarten Flavors in June. Normally it was given in November, but next year for the first time in June. So what's new on the islands? Before traveling to Sint Maarten, you need to fill in like an ED travel card. It's a very easy digital card. So before you take the plane, you can fill it in online. And when you arrive, it's very easy to go to the control. So we would recommend to fill it in. It's open 7 days beforehand, before traveling. Then the new airport arrival, the Princess Juliana Airport is renovated, and this is a picture of the new airport, so it looks really good. And then we have the under SXM. It's in front of DV Little Bay Beach Hotel, and under SXM they offer an exciting snorkeling tour. You will explore the underwater sculpture. They are based on the real local people from Sint Maarten. And it's very unique because if you are snorkeling, then you will see a lot of traditions, history and culture from the island, and with a lot of beautiful, colorful fishes, turtles, etc. You can book it directly with under SXM. And yeah, it's really nice. I can really recommend this. I did it myself, and it was amazing to do this. So if you would like to have more information about the island, I would recommend to scan this QR code. It's for the Sint Maarten travel guide. So I will give you some time to take your phone and make a picture of the QR code as well. And if you need more information or have some questions, then you can also send it directly to me. So my contact details are here as well, or to the entire team on Hopscotch Tourism. So thank you all for joining. I hope you can all experience the island yourself soon. We got a friendly island, so it's really worth it to visit it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lolita. That's such a good introduction to the destination. And we're really trying to inspire our agents in the Benelux to recommend St. Maarten to their clients. So now that we know a little bit about the destination, I'm going to speak about 2 properties that I look after on the island. So just to reintroduce myself, my name is Jade, and as you can tell, I'm British, based here in London, but I do look after the Sonesta St Maarten hotels in the UK and Europe. So thank you for welcoming this presentation in English. I can't say that my Dutch is that good, otherwise I would have tried. But I will leave my contact details for anybody that has any questions about the properties. And I also will be visiting the Reisbiz Festival in Lelystad this year in September. So I will also be there to meet any of you if anybody is attending. So Sonesta St Maarten have two properties. We have two properties. On the one side, we have Sonesta Maho Beach, which is for families, and we have Sonesta Ocean Point, which is adult only. So they're right next door to each other and less than 10 minutes from Princess Juliana International Airport. So to point out on the map here, Sonesta Maho Beach, which is the family 4-star property. And then right next door is our 5-star adult only Ocean Point property. Both of these resorts are all inclusive only. So that's a nice thing to suggest to customers that are in St Maarten to have this all-inclusive option. And the location is fantastic. So Lolita already mentioned about Maho Beach, which is where the famous plane spotting happens. And this is literally the beach of the hotel. So it's a really good location for that. And at this point, I would like to mention that any guests that are staying at Sonesta Ocean Point, they can come over to Sonesta Maho Beach and use all of the facilities. Unfortunately, you can't do that the other way around unless you're in one of the new adult only room categories, which we will touch on a little bit later. So here's just another view of the location. Whoops. The airport is here, so you're so close to it. And this whole area, especially with Mullet Bay Beach, which is another one that Lolita mentioned, for somebody that wants to walk out of the resort and explore the destination and visit Maho Village, it's very, very easy to do that from both of the Sonesta St Maarten properties. So we will take a look at Maho Beach first. So a reminder that this is family friendly, all ages, and this is the 4-star all-inclusive property in the collection. So we recently did some renovations to this pool. There are some really nice areas. So this swimming pool has a swim up bar, and just behind that you can see a nice area, particularly for children, that has the water slide facilities. And onto room categories, there are lots of different room categories to cater for different types of families. We can guarantee at the time of booking king or double beds. So when you're looking to book this for a tour operator, you can actually at the time of booking book a garden view double if you needed to have 2 double beds in that room category. And the room categories are simple. If it says Oasis pool view, of course, you're getting that pool view. But the higher that you go up on the floors, that's when you start getting those sweeping ocean view room categories. And here's some of our 1-bedroom suites as well. So these are the ocean view suites are located from the 6th to the 10th floors, and they have the best views from the property. Every single room category has a mini bar, so you can see here on the bottom left, and this fridge is stocked daily, complimentary as part of the all-inclusive. So you will find water, sodas and beer in this mini bar. And when you get to some of the higher room categories, some alcoholic beverages and liquors would be included in that as well. But as standard in all rooms, you're getting the beer, soda and water. And we've recently introduced some adult only floors within the hotel. So not to be confusing, because this is a family friendly property, but we found that a lot of multi-generational families were visiting. So we've changed the top 2 floors to be our ultimate club adult only. So if you've got bigger families where perhaps guests want to stay with the family on Maho Beach and not at Ocean Point, this is a really good option for that. And then this is a view of Cloud 9. So the guests that are staying in those exclusive new ultimate adult only club room categories have access to Cloud 9, which is this wonderful bar area. And you can literally see straight over the runway. So you can enjoy a cocktail up there, watch the sunset and watch the planes that are coming in and out as well of Princess Juliana International Airport. So guests also will have access to an adult-only gym, the adult-only pools, so they get a lot more facilities that they can enjoy in an adult-only way, but they're still in the family hotel with the rest of the family. And here's just some other images of the Cloud9 rooftop. So on to families and kids clubs. The hotel is so well catered for multi-generational families, but particularly the kids club is really well done. So we have our Beach House Kids Club for children ages 3 to 12. There is so much for them to do. There's lots for the children to enjoy. And with that, we also have our teen zone. So this is exclusively for teens ages 13 to 17. So they can also have their own private area where they can hang out with the latest games that are popular and really enjoy some time out. And then here is a view of the upper area of the beach at Maho Beach. So I will point out that Maho Beach itself is a public beach. The beaches are public in St Maarten, but we have this area here that's just perched up a little bit that is for resort guests only. And to access the beach, you literally come down here, down some stairs, and you're on the main area of Maho Beach. So onto restaurants and dining, both of these properties offer a real gastronomical experience. So we have 5 restaurants at Maho Beach, and we have everything from Italian and Asian. We have a pizzeria and a coffee shop. So there is something here for everybody, and 3 of those restaurants are a la carte as well for lunch and for dinner. And amazing views. So a lot of the dining happens outside with these views. So for people and families that particularly enjoy that alfresco dining, they would really love to have that at Sonesta Maho Beach. And here's just a summary there of the restaurants that I spoke about, just showing how much choice that we have. And we also have 5 bars. So again, there is something for everybody. There are 5 bars located around the property. For anybody that is offering groups and conventions, we do have the largest facility on island for that, so just bear that in mind. And weddings, we get a lot of weddings and groups for weddings. So we have such picturesque locations on property, and there are several different locations that guests can choose to have their ceremony as well. So here's just a few images of how that could be set up inside or outside. And this one is so lovely by the pool, and you're right on the edge of the water there. So we also have a spa, our Serenity Spa. So if guests are particularly interested in having treatments, they can enjoy that while staying at Maho Beach. And then that leads me over to Ocean Point. So if anybody has any questions on Maho Beach, please put them in the Q&A and we will answer them at the end. So right next door is our 5-star adult-only Sonesta Ocean Point Resort. It's 130 all-suite property, so it's really nice and really luxury, and it's right next door to Maho Beach that you can see in this photo. And again, a reminder that all guests staying at Ocean Point can go over to Maho Beach and use all of the facilities. This driveway is wonderful. So as you actually arrive to the property, it feels so magical before you even step inside. And it really is a different feel to Maho Beach. It's contemporary, there's like Art Deco, and it's a real luxury, small and intimate setting. So this, you can see that in the decor here when you arrive. So as I mentioned, it's all ocean facing as well. So all of these room categories have somewhat a view of the ocean. We have suites as well at this property, and butler service is also available at this property as well. Now the suites are huge, so if anybody wanted that extra space, then they can enjoy that with the sweeping ocean views as well. And here's just to show you the separate living area and the views that you get from the master bedroom. And our swim up suites are really popular, so you can see them here in the bottom left. It's a very popular category, but then equally people love having these ocean view rooms as well because the views are simply amazing. We do have a state-of-the-art gym as well, so if anybody was interested in their fitness while they're on vacation, they can enjoy that at the property. And then just to touch on the butler service again, so this is only available in the highest categories. It is clear which categories they are, so you would need to book a category that had butler in the name. So for example, Sunset Ocean View Butler Suite, it would be obvious that there was a butler for that category. But for anybody that's on a honeymoon or celebrating something really special, those categories with the butler is a very, very nice treat to have. So we actually have 4 pools as well on property. So the edge pool, it's really quiet, really calm and really tranquil. We have the swim out pool that's connected to the swim out suites. The point pool, this is kind of the heart and soul of the property, this area, and the views are amazing. So you can see over here, you can see the waters and everything that surrounds that. And if anybody wanted a massage, we do have these areas outside of the spa where treatments can be done as well. There's lots of different areas where you can just enjoy the atmosphere and have some peace and quiet. So if you wanted to read a book, you will find the hammocks around and places that you can just sit and enjoy nature and have a peaceful time. So on to dining. So the restaurants at this property are amazing. They really are 5-star restaurants in terms of what they're offering for food. And we offer 3 a la carte restaurants. So Azul is our Mediterranean restaurant and it's open for lunch and dinner, and it perches over the cliff top here over the water. So you can imagine for an evening meal, this really is a stunning location to enjoy dinner. And our Bluefin restaurant, it's mostly seafood, but it's very famous for creating your own poke bowls, which you can see here. So you actually get to choose all of the ingredients that you would like to have into this healthy concept of a poke bowl to enjoy as well. And then Portofino is a very popular restaurant. This is our Italian restaurant on property. And again, the food is just amazing and the views are wonderful, and it's a very authentic cuisine experience. And again, we also have lots of different bars dotted across the property. So there's always somewhere that you can enjoy a drink, and the views at this property are amazing as well. And not to forget, you can go over to Maho Beach and use all 5 restaurants and all 5 bars over there as well. And then just location, Lolita touched on this in general. The Dutch side has so much to offer in terms of nightlife and dining and shopping, and it literally is just steps away from Sonesta Resorts in St Maarten. So if you come out and just walk a little bit, you get to Maho Village and this street area. So it really is good for those people that do want that option to explore. And of course, along that way is the biggest casino. So if people are particularly interested in that, St Maarten is very famous for that on the Dutch side. You can also share with your guests this QR code so they can actually see all of the facilities and all of the daily activities up to 2 weeks before they arrive. So you can have the full program each day. So that would be all of the, yoga classes that are happening by the pool and all of the daily entertainment. Guests would actually be able to look at that before they went. And if they wanted to book any spa treatments and things like that, they could do that before they arrived as well. It is not necessary to make dining reservations. It really is a first come, first serve order when it comes to dining at the restaurants. And then just to touch on travel agent incentives. So we do like to reward our travel agents for sending any business our way. So hopefully while I'm talking, you can scan this QR code. That will take you to mymahorewards.com. And this is our platform where we reward travel agents up to €30 per booking. So it's really simple. You make a booking, you log in, you tell us the details, and as soon as your customer has checked in, then we will load that reward onto your account. It also is the way that you can stay up to date with all of the information for Sonesta St Maarten Resorts. You will get that information first by being a member of this. And just to touch on the offers that we have at the moment, so we have up to 60% discount and 1 night free for travel up until September this year. So the offers are the strongest they've been. So the price point at the moment is fantastic. So those travel agents that are listening from the Netherlands, you've got TUI Netherlands that you can book this package through. And if we've got any agents from Belgium on, then Travel World in Belgium, you can package this with. And we're also partners with Hummingbird Travel, which will cater for both Netherlands and Belgium if you wanted to book through them as well. So yeah, a reminder, 60% discount and 1 night free at the moment for travel up until September 2025. So that is in a nutshell an introduction into both of the resorts. So I'm just going to check to see if we had any questions. I don't think we did. I'll give maybe just 1 minute. If anyone can think of a question, please put it in there so that we can answer that. Nope, I don't think so. When can you go? So we will send a follow-up to make sure that we've sent you all of the key highlights from this presentation. And we just want to thank you so much for joining this webinar to allow us to introduce the destination and the Sonesta St Maarten Resorts. We are actually going to ask a question to you guys now. So as part of our rewards program, where you can earn up to €30 per person, we are going to give away a prize of €50 on this webinar to somebody that answers a question correctly. So how we need to do that, if everybody could go to the chat box, which is in the bottom of your screen. And then there is a little drop down that says to, and you just need to make sure that that says everybody so that we can all see it. And then I'm going to ask a question. So everybody gets 1 entry for joining the webinar today, and whoever answers the quickest will get 10 entries, and then we will announce the winner later on. So if everybody is ready, I'm going to ask the question. And that question is, what is the name of our new adult only room categories at Sonesta Maho Beach? I haven't seen anybody type yet. No. If anybody wants to take a guess, you just need to put it in the chat box, and then €50 could be yours loaded to your account. So I'm looking for the name of the new room, the adult only room categories at Sonesta Maho Beach. No, maybe we have shy ones today. That's okay. We will put in all of the information into the follow-up. And as I mentioned, I will be at the Rise Biz Festival in September in Lelystad. So if anybody is going to be there, please come by and say hello. I want to thank Lolita so much for joining us on this webinar as well. It's really important that you understand the destination first, and then you can look at exploring the hotels that are within that destination. So that's everything from us. We will send a recording of the webinar as well. Thank you again, and we'll all catch up soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.